Okay, so we're going to just keep plugging along, and today we are going to take a look at Bonecrusher. So here's the Maketoys Bonecrusher, and here is the TFC Toys Bonecrusher. His gun doesn't really have a place to store on it, so I just set it off to the side. We'll get to that later. His gun can store here or any one of the other ports. You can put it up here, you can plug it in like this, you can do whatever you want to with it. And then he also comes with a hand that just kind of plugs in there, and you can just kind of leave it back here so it looks like a hand's coming off the back. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Let's just set this off to the side. That thumb just popped right out. Okay, so as far as the trucks go, mine doesn't have the usual problem. Everyone said that it didn't fit together. I think this guy fits together fairly well. I mean, not great, but not nearly as bad as some other people showed off in their videos. So maybe, I know I got the second issue for all my guys, so maybe they fixed it all, is my guess. So I think he actually looks really good. He does have wheels at the bottom, just like Scavenger did. He does not. Now, ultimately though, he looks good, but even though he doesn't have the wheels, I think he is just so much better of a bulldozer. He just looks more bulldozery. So I will give the point to Maketoys on bulldozer mode. I have to. So let's get into transformation. Because this can pivot here, and these things can make it go up like this. And this is another reason why he wins, is because you can actually move the shovel. Now you can start trying to move it, but it's gonna come apart. It's got pistons here. It looks cool, and these things can move in and out, but it just comes apart, and it's a mess. It's just a mess. So, transformation, shall we? Start with Maketoys. So, pull this piece up like that. Just kind of get that out of the way. You want to pull this assembly down like this, and what you want to do is split the shovel, and it just kind of, this will collapse together like the other one, pops together. And you want to try and get this shovel. This is one of the worst things ever with the set, is trying to get these shovels behind him, because they need to go to the back, not the front. So try and get those back there. This will rotate like this. Split the leg here. Rotate foot down, rotate around. These are pretty much the exact same legs as the Scavenger mold. So this will pull down, folds down, rotate around, pull down the heel spur, rotate that around like so, and there you go. Now for this section here, you want to pull this down. It just kind of, there's actually a little T joint in there. I don't know, that's not coming off very well, but when you connect it, you have to kind of pull it down like this and slide it up like that. So when you undo it, don't just pull it out, you'll strip that joint. So it just unhooks like that, and then you can fold these down, and down, and then you can fold out the hand like so. Do the same thing over here. So this rotates down. Unfold the arm. Pull out the hand. And there you go. And then kind of try and straighten this out. This will just fold up onto the back like the other one did. And then you can take the shovel and it just kind of sits back here like this. You can rotate it around to connect them, but why bother? Now this piece will come down and the head comes out like that, and this will come down like this. Clicks together, and there you have him in his robot mode. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look like Bonecrusher to me. I complained about it before. Yeah. So let's just set him here, and we'll go to transformation on him. So what you want to do is split this piece off, and then the legs will come out. Then you can rotate this all the way down, rotate around, and he's got the same assembly as the scavenger, and you can put these up here and they become like kind of hip guards. But me, like everybody else, and also in the package, what you can do is you can fold these down, collapse that up, and that becomes his foot. Do the same thing over here, foot. And then up here, what you want to do is take this piece here, folds up like this, and then you can split this around, and these will fold out, around and out. This will rotate up like so, and then you can just fold this up like this, just kind of give him less back kibble. Flip out his hands. This will collapse up. Flip out his hands. This will collapse up. This piece will come down, and you want to just this is how it was. So this piece will come up, this piece will come down, rotate it around, and just kind of all clicks together. And there you have TFC Bonecrusher in robot mode. I'm not going to give either one a point for engineering. They're both kind of a mess. You know, moving the shovel around there and the shovel just not going anywhere on this thing. I mean, it just falls apart like crazy. Either one, they're not getting that point. Now for robot mode point, again, neither one, because the whole shovel is supposed to fold up and become his chest. It doesn't look very... It's not very 1G1-esque of either of them to take the liberty to make it completely different than the G1. So yeah, there's only 1 point that was given, and that goes to the Maketoys. It's just not good. It's easy to see why him and Mixmaster were always like the worst ones, and again, those were the two I started my collection with when it came to this set, and I hated it so much I sold it right off and bought him instead of trying to get the whole set. So yeah, there you go. Posability, his head is on a ball joint, so decent range of motion there. Shoulders are on ball joints there. Swivels at the bicep, bends at the elbow, rotates at the hand. His hand is very thin, by the way. Rotates at the waist, but it just don't even try. Ball jointed hips, ball jointed knees, ball jointed foot. So you get a good toe pivot there. So yeah, he's hindered by crap, but he's not very good. So yeah, that's Bulldozer, and this is Oh, who was this one? Neckbreaker. So for him, he just looks like a better robot. He's still not very G1-y, but he does definitely look like a better robot. His hips are very loose, so I'll have to tighten those up. I mean, I don't think this is a common issue, so I won't knock it on that, but he's got issues. He definitely has issues. Head's on a ball joint, so it gets a good range of motion, but it can't look like it looks down and then you let go and it just looks back up. So he's not as good with the in that head. Shoulders rotate around, goes in and out, rotates, or it's got a bicep swivel, bends its elbow. Hand can kind of do the up and down motion there. Rotates at the waist, no problems there. Hips are on ball joints, in and out. There is a cut here, so he can actually get a good range of motion there. Bends all the way at the knee, and the foot can kind of pivot. You just pull the piston out a little bit, and you can pivot it just a little bit. So, accessories. So he comes with the other half of this thing, and you can just plug that into his shoulder up here, right? Or maybe not. Oh, there's a little slot here, and it goes into this slot here, I believe. I hate these things. They didn't have wrist blasters, so I don't know why Maketoys decided to give these to him. So yeah. I mean, it's a good figure, but he's not as good as him, ultimately, even with his issues. Plug his gun in to his hand, and there you go. What is your deal, dude? Just sucking at life today. So yeah, he's an infinitely better robot. He comes up to just above his eyes, so they're about the same height. Seeker mold. You can see that he comes up to mid chest on both of them. Megs here, and he's over a head taller than they are. So yeah, I gave him originally a 6 out of 10. So despite him losing this battle, essentially, he doesn't have the G1 accuracy. His engineering is not the best, and his truck isn't as cool as his. I will give this guy a 7 out of 10. I do think he overall looks better than he does, even though he's not G1 accurate and his truck doesn't look all that great. I know it's weird to give him a higher rating, even though he's winning in points. But I honestly think that he is. I mean, my points are based on G1 accuracy, and he just isn't G1 accurate. But he is a good robot. And he's pretty posable too, as you can see, even with that wonky leg. So yeah, there is Neckbreaker and Bulldozer, Bonecrusher. I would buy him on the shelf. My first one, I don't think I liked as much. I don't think it held together as well, and I think it had that problem where the whole truck was all misassembled. But this guy has actually really grown on me. I really actually dig this guy a lot. And I love that frown on his face. So, and then there's the light piping. We'll go into light piping later on. But yeah. So yeah, there you go. Bonecrusher. Next up is Scavenger. My favorite.